What's going on, guys? Welcome on to Arsenal Fan TV, and it's a huge game that Arsenal have got this Saturday at home to Manchester City. Now, this is a game that I've got to be brutally honest, I'm not all that confident going into it. Man City, a team that are pushing for the title, they're picking up some excellent form at the moment, especially going into this game with a 3-0 away win at Old Trafford, which was a massive victory for them. It's going to spur them on to really do well in this game, and given the amount of injuries we've got, given the amount of poor results we've been getting recently, and you know, the performances in general from Arsenal, the past two just being diabolical really. We've really got to up our game in this one. I think it's going to be really difficult to get anything more than a draw out of it. I've got to say it how it is, because City, they're going to come at us with everything, and they've got basically a fully fit squad. The likes of Navas, the likes of Zeko, Nasri, Silva. I mean, how long have you got? Toure. They're a quality team. Fernandinho as well. I mean, I wish we had a guy in our team like they've got, a bully in midfield like Yaya Toure. And they've got two of them, Yaya Toure and Fernandinho. So I think it's fair to say that they're going to win the midfield battle. I think it's crucial that we drop Mikel Arteta for this one. He was so lacklustre against Chelsea and as well against Swansea. A number of times he's giving the ball away is ridiculous. Bringing Kjellstrom, I thought he was quality when he came off the bench against Swansea. I'd like to see him for a full 90 minutes. For all we know, he might not perform for that length of time, but anything's better than Arteta at the moment, because I love the guy, I absolutely love Arteta to bits, but whilst he's underperforming, he's not helping the team, and this is a game where we've got to be getting something out, but we need a confidence-boosting result, because you just look at our form in the league, it's just not good enough. Losing at Stoke, losing to Chelsea, drawing with Swansea, and as this is at home, you know, maybe we can grind out a victory, although it is going to be extremely difficult. City are a well-renowned goal-scoring team. I can see them scoring in this one. Our defence looks very shaky, and if we invite pressure on from them like we did with Swansea, then, you know, we're asking to concede basically. Just the way we laid off Swansea was so frustrating. Let them play their game. Ridiculous. No, we've got to close them down, hunt their players down in packs. Don't let them have any time on the ball whatsoever. You know, I think a player that has to start this one, Yaya Sanogo, no doubts about it, because that first 15 minutes against Bayern Munich, he absolutely bullied their defence. And Giroud, he's not the kind of guy that's going to do that. He's also been extremely woeful lately. He did score against Swansea, but for a majority of that game, he wasn't involved in it whatsoever. So Sanogo is a guy that I really want to see starting for Arsenal. But the defence, Thomas Vermaelen especially, has to be at the peak of his powers. He's a guy that I felt was a little bit shaky against Swansea. But then again, the whole defence was fragile. Now, what's happened to our great defence? I mean, just laying off Swansea. You know, their second goal, just letting the guy run at us. We can't do that, because players like Yaya Toure, they're going to shoot and they're going to score. So we can't be letting them do that whatsoever. We, like I said, got to be closing down our defence. Have to be on the top of their game. It's important that we don't concede, although it's going to be extremely difficult to do. I think Monreal is training back with the team, so that's a boost. I don't know if he'll make the squad, but at least it's nice to have him in and around the squad. At least it's a bit of a boost that we've got at the moment. But anyway, looking at Arsenal, you know, a draw I think would do us justice. We've got Everton hot on our trails at the moment. I think they're 6 points behind us with a game in hand. We can't lose to City, because if we lose and Everton win another 2 games, then we're on level points with them. You know, level on 4th with Everton, considering where we were earlier on in the season. It just doesn't seem quite good enough at the moment. This game really is defining at the moment. It's a game that we've got to be getting something out of. And then we've got Everton away after this, and they're going to be really pumped up for that game. So 2 massive games where we've got to be getting, I'd say, at least 4 points out of them. We've got to make sure we get this 4th spot, because it's looking shaky at the moment. I can't deny. I'm actually looking a bit. It looks sceptical. I'm getting rather worried. This game is a massive one, and we've just got to be getting something out of it. Something to lift our confidence, and we just can't be as lethargic as we were against Swansea and against Chelsea and against Stoke as well. Well, I mean, what's happening with all these performances? They're just garbage at the moment. But anyway, here's an Arsenal lineup that I think is going to go out there against City and hopefully get something out of the game. Szczesny, Sagna, Mertesacker, Vermaelen, Gibbs, Flamini, Kjellstrom, Chamberlain, Cazorla, Podolski, Sanogo. I do want to see Podolski start this one. I thought he played extremely well when he came off the bench against Swansea. He was like the only driving force in the team at that point. So it's crucial that he starts this one. I want to see Chamberlain on the wing. I don't want to see him in the middle of the park again, because he's not ready for that centre midfield role yet. He gives it away far too much, and I like him too. and it's risky. And he was at fault for the first Swansea goal, giving it away to Bonnie straight away. So just keep the ball. You know, the way we've got to play this game, right? We've got to sit back for about 20 minutes, be patient. We've got to build up, let them get frustrated because they're going to want to win this game. And then just catch them on the break. That's all we got to do. And we've got to have pace in that side. Podolski, Chamberlain, they'll offer us that on the wings. If we have someone like Rosicky and Cazorla on the wings again, no pace in that whatsoever. So we're not going to make all these quick breaks. Sanogo, I feel we play at a much faster tempo when he's in the team. If we've got Giroud, he's just going to hold it up and the whole play just goes so quiet and we're passing it from left to right again. Sanogo will offer us something different. He actually looks a pretty confident lad from when he came off the bench against Swansea, so I'd love to see him start. Kellstrom, I thought he was quality when he came off the bench against Swansea as well, so I would like to see him start that game. He's a guy that can really pass the ball as well, and we're going to need someone like that in a game like this, someone to thread the needle. But apart from that team, I just don't know if we're going to go out there if we're going to perform. We've got to be at our A game in this one. Whether we are or not remains to be seen. Predictions, I'll be optimistic. I'll say 1-0 to Arsenal, but I honestly can't see us getting much more than a point out of this one, and that's if we're lucky because it's just, you know, I don't have any confidence at the moment because that team just has looked so poor recently. We've got to up the tempo. What's happening to this great football that we were playing earlier on in the season? I know we've got a load of injuries, but that team that I've just read out should be capable of getting something against City. Anyway, they're my thoughts on the upcoming fixture against Manchester City. Please leave your thoughts on the upcoming game in the comments box below. If you have enjoyed the video, please click the like button. Subscribe to Arsenal Fan TV as well as my own channel, AFC Game by Game. As always, thanks for watching guys, and I hope we can get something out of this.